Hey everybody, and welcome to a Monday with Born Again to Live. Starting your week off with hope and love and joy, and a special guest here today. Today we have Kiptyn, who's filling in for Amy. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. See, he is here. And DJ, this is for you because you actually suggested this, and I told you, yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna do. But we're going to do a Lyrical Monday with Kiptyn. Amy's still out, and it's Friday, but we're going to get together today, the Monday when this airs, and probably record a bunch of episodes. But until then, I wanted to come with Kiptyn here and do some lyrics because, that's one thing we share is that we love music, and we can't sing, but we love it. So, all right, so son, I'm going to let you start off with your Lyrical Monday starter. What do you got?
God's Not Done With You by Torrin Wells.
All right, God's Not Done With You by Torrin Wells. Why?
It's just like a really good song and like a really good message. It's like it tells you that even if you think you're done, God isn't done with you.
And you went and saw Torrin Wells in concert, right?
I did, yes.
And
man,
and what does your dad call Torrin Wells?
Turning Wheels.
Turning Wheels.
I still have no idea why, but you call him Turning Wheels.
I don't know. He's turning wheels to me. So it's hard to pronounce Turning Wheels without
Torrin Wells.
And see, Turning Wheels. All right, so you want to read us some of his lyrics that you like?
Sure. Says, standing in your ruins feels a lot like the end. So used to losing, you're afraid to try again. Right now, all you see are ashes where there was a flame. Truth is that you're not forgotten because grace knows your name. God's not done with you, even with your broken heart, your wounds, and your scars. God's not done with you, even when you're lost and it's hard and you're falling apart. God's not done with you. It's not over, it's only begun. So don't hide, don't run, because God's not done with you.
That's a really good set of lyrics for this podcast, and the fact that we're the Born Again podcast. We talk all about new life, and that when you think the worst thing's possible, or you've hit the rock bottom and there's nothing that can happen, God's not done with you. So I like that one. All right, so I've been making a little cheat sheet in my phone for the last couple of weeks of songs that hit me. This one is a kind of an old one. It's not really old, but it's kind of last summer. But it's called God's Story by Ann Wilson. And I don't know, I love Ann Wilson's story and My Jesus when that song came out, and her testimony was powerful. But this song, it hit me, I guess driving, because that's where I always listen to music, but it hit me pretty hard one day when I heard the lyrics. And I really like this song, and I like these lyrics. The chorus goes, my life is a God story. Gotta tell the world what he's done for me. Miracle and miracle that only he could do. I am the proof that we are all only one prayer away from a testimony. There's only one getting all the glory. My story is a God story. I love that we're one prayer away from a testimony. And there's another line, I believe it's in this same song, that says, your test could be your testimony. And I love that idea. I love that that's where my life came from, and my life in Christ has came through, was that my struggle became my testimony, and it's helped people save their lives. And I think that's what God has intended for me and my purpose. So that's kind of what I tell Kiptyn all the time. So he hears it all the time. But all right, go with your next one, buddy.
This one, I don't really know what, I like it, but I can't really explain why I like it. It's just a really good song about, overcoming your fear and just letting God have your life. It's Oh Death by Mercy Me. It says, you said my fate was sealed, you said my days were numbered. Case closed with no appeal, my future 6 feet under. Messed with my head in ghost fashion, my heart was holding its breath. Terrified of taking my last one, oh death, you scared me to death. You ain't my thing though, Where did your sting go? O death, I will not be afraid. In the end, you will lose. I will dance on your grave with the one who buried you. You ain't nothing but a stone, my Savior rolled away. Set you straight and set me free. O death, you are dead to me.
That's a good one. I like that. And again, it's about the past is the past. You're not gonna, it can't hold you down, and you're not stopped by that. And you know a little bit about that in your life. You had a moment where you were kind of depressed and not real good with where you're at mentally, and that's not who you are now. You've changed and you've adapted and you've become a new person, and I think that's where life with God is so much better than life in the world, is that every day is anew. So as bad as yesterday could have been, every day is anew, and God can make it the best ever of that day. So, good song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we jam out to that one. That's one, you crank that one up. You don't just listen lightly to that one.
Well, that's just Mercy Me.
Yeah, I like Mercy Me too. We saw them in concert together, me and you once. So that was a good one. Jeremy Camp was there. That was good.
That was awesome. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, Jeremy Camp's another good one. All right. So my guy today, though, for my second one, is going to be Ben Fuller and Carrie Underwood. They have a song called "If It Was Up to Me," and the lyrics are all it is. It's not a humdinger of a song. It's just the lyrics.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna go down through here. Yeah, I like it easy, but that's not how it's always been, or that's not how it's been. I'm the part of the movie when the good guy might not win. Did I take a wrong turn? Why do you have me here? I want that happy ending, not the one where I'm in tears. And yeah, we both know, if it was up to me, there'd be no gravel roads, no wounds, no blisters on my soul. Pain might come, but it wouldn't come for me. If it was up to me, I'd take the easy ride, but I'd miss the grace that changed my life. Thank God that I'm the one that changed, and thank God I'm not the one in charge of these things. I'd never know how good your plans could be if it was up to me. Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd never taste your grace. That's the line that really got me. We wouldn't know God's power, God's mercy, God's love if we just had it our way. If our way would be that we get the happy ending and we don't do anything. We don't go through anything. There's a couple other lines in here that I'll finish off with that line. If it was up to me, I'd never taste the grace that meets me where I am, or meet the God who came to pick me up and taught me how to stand. He always has a purpose, though through the joy and suffering, I'd be crazy not to trust him with everything. If it were up to me, there'd be no gravel roads. And it starts the chorus again. I don't know. I just love the idea that he put that song out there with Carrie Underwood that, yeah, we want to be in charge, but man, we don't need to be in charge because God's got so much better things out there for us. And we can't even imagine the plans that he has for us. It's funny, the rewind we did on Friday, there was a section in there about my food truck, and I still have that dream and still have that aspiration to be that food truck guy, but it's all about God and when God does it, right? Not when I do it.
That food
truck guy, yeah. All right, buddy, so that's third and final
song. One of my personal favorites, not just for lyrics, but also because the beat is just insane. I like beat. I'm in band. But also, the lyrics are also wonderful.
Oh, this is the one that we jammed to.
Yeah, this is the one that you crank to max volume, blast through your speakers, though you got a headache or not. Lions by Elevation Worship. It just praise God song.
Yeah. It's a worship song.
It's a worship song.
It might not sound like a worship song.
Sounds like a rock song, but it's a worship song.
Yeah, when you got Chris Brown and Brandon Lake going, "Hail, hail, Lion of Judah."
It's really good. I'm not gonna sing the full chorus because it's just the same line repeated over and over. But I'm gonna read some of the lyrics. It says, God of Jacob, great I am, King of angels, Son of man, voice of many waters, song of heaven's throne, louder than the thunder, make your glory known. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Repeats that a few times. And then just go, roar. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Chris Brown can make his voice roar.
It's amazing.
You gotta listen to this song.
And it goes to Pride of Zion, prophets spoke, our Messiah, flesh and bone. You alone are worthy to open up the scroll. Like a lamb you suffered, but the lion has arose. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar.
Oh, one of my favorite concert memories with Kiptyn actually includes this song. Because we, spur of the moment, went to Brandon Lake, Phil Wickham's first Summer Nights tour. Yeah, that was the first year they did it.
The first tour.
So we went and we drove to D.C., got tickets for cheap on secondary market. And anyways, we went in and they're about halfway through and the chorus to that song comes up on screen and nobody's out on stage. And Kip was like, oh, here comes Dad, here comes Dad. And then it stopped dead and never played.
No, didn't he what did he play after?
I don't know, but it was.
No, I was so disappointed.
Yeah, Kiptyn was like, oh, they're going to play it. And they didn't play it. And he was really disappointed, but I was laughing because they teased him just enough to be like, oh, it's coming. And
he had the beat drop and everything going. I was like, oh, he fucked nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, he got you got the new, you got in your, what is that song? Count 'em.
Yeah, Count 'em.
Yeah, he came out with that one instead of Lorraine. Oh, man.
All right, so my last song is going to be way off everybody's radar. It's called Craig. By Walker Hayes.
Yeah.
I was,
for clarification, yes, that is the Applebee's guy.
Yeah, it's the Applebee guys. Everybody, that's this Applebee song. Actually, this song was written before Applebee's. So I was watching TikTok one day, and this video come up of Mercy Me's Bart Millard, and he's like, "Yeah, man, Walker Hayes. He's one of my guys. I work with him all the time. I write music with him. I love his writing style." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he says, and he starts in on this testimony of how he met Walker Hayes, and he's like, "Listen, I love that song you do, Craig, that's on that one album." And he starts talking about it, and then Walker blew up with the Applebee song the next summer. And in the midst of blowing up with it, Bart Millard calls him up and is like, "Hey, we should get back to writing your Christian music that you like to write, because I think you still have a voice here." And he said, "I'll only do it if you sing on Craig with me." So there's a version of Craig, this song, where Bart Millard and Mercy Me help Walker Hayes sing. It's a pretty good combo. But the lyrics to this song are literally just a story. And the story is this guy who met Walker Hayes at a church. And the first line says, "I met Craig at a church called Redeeming Grace. It's like he understood my I don't want to be here face. I fell out of place. I smelled like beer. But he just shook my hand and said, 'I'm glad you're here.' He says, we'll all be judged, but we'll never be judged, but he was never judgmental. Even though my songs didn't belong in the hymnal, he'd quote my lyrics, slap me on the back, and said, 'Man, you got a gift. How'd you write like that?' Yeah, I know he sounds cool, right? Not your typical kid from Sunday school, right? I still ain't figured out church yet, but Craig, I get. Nah, he can't walk on water, turn the Napa Valley red, but he just might be tight with a man that did. Now he's not the light of the world, but I wish that mine was as bright as his. Yeah, he just might be tight with the man that is." And the lyrics continue to go through how the next verse is about he lost his record deal and lost his minivan, and he had kids, and Craig shows up randomly at a Little League game for one of his kids, and his wife shows up in another vehicle, and they just leave the keys and take off and let Walker Hayes have this minivan. And again, the chorus, it talks about how he's not figured it out yet, but this man might be tight with a man who has. And I just love those lyrics, and I just love that story that's how Walker Hayes became a Christian. And the same guy who's out there writing country music and doing awesome in all those charts also has this side to him where he doesn't want to put bad lyrics out there. He doesn't talk in his Christians or his country songs. He doesn't cuss. He doesn't get nasty. He doesn't do all that stuff because that's not who he is, because he met a man named Craig at a church. So I don't know, way off from our normal kind of music, but I really like that story.
Okay, I was trying not to laugh there because when you said that thing about the van.
The van down by the river.
Van down by the river. I thought of that.
I recently got down the spell of showing Kiptyn Saturday Night Live clips, and Chris Farley's "A Man Down in a Van Down by the River" clip. Matt Foley, that's it. The Matt Foley clips. Yeah. So
you don't stop doing drugs, you're gonna look like me in a van down by the river.
Yeah. So, anyways, we just wanted to bring you a couple songs that we like. Actually, it's really funny. DJ had the idea, and I think the next Lyrical Monday we do was going to be right around Christmas time. And I think we're going to do our favorite Christmas.
Well, I know yours. Yeah, I know yours.
Oh, yeah, I've got some good ones.
You going to get the Redneck 12 Days of Christmas?
Yeah, I can sing that one. So anyways, check these songs out, guys. Add them to your playlist. And like I said, Craig is not your normal song. And
I mean, it's Walker Hayes and Bart Miller.
No, yeah, there is a version with that, but I like the original Walker Hayes version that came straight off his album. So anyways, have a wonderful Monday. Hopefully tomorrow you'll hear Amy's wonderful voice back on the air, and we'll be back to some normalcy. All right, love y'all.
Bye.